Welcome to this edition of the Who's Who in Guyana Business. And this was a very packed week. As you saw in the photo just now, we actually had the graduation of the Access to Finance training, which happened last Saturday. And in this training, which is brought to you by the Sheriff Blair Foundation for Women and through the support from the ExxonMobil Foundation, we were able to train 40 women to understand financing, both debt and equity financing. And on Saturday, they got the chance to pitch their businesses to a lot of different financial institutions, including Republic Bank, GBTI, Scotiabank. We even had the IDB and IPED, and of course the SBB and the Guyana Stock Exchange participating. So not only did the female entrepreneurs get the opportunity to pitch their business, they also actually got the opportunity to win one of these golden tickets. And there were several of them who received 3 and 4 golden tickets, which really entitles them to follow-up meetings with these financial institutions who are interested in what they brought to the table. So congratulations to all of them who were successful in pitching their businesses. And of course, if you are interested in growing your business, keep an eye out. In June, we will be putting out a call for applications to the next edition of the Road to Growth program, which is a business management program brought to you by the Sheriff Blair Foundation for Women. And successful people through the Road to Growth business management program will then also have the opportunity to participate in the Access to Finance training, which will take place in September of this year. So yes, take a look at our Facebook pages and congratulate the ladies who have been successful, but also know that if you are a female entrepreneur, that you will have the opportunity to participate in upcoming training as well with the support of the ExxonMobil Foundation. Now, for those of you who do want to benefit in the meantime, I would encourage you to type in the link below into your browser so that you can also get on the path of developing yourself towards your goals, achieving your goals, and learning how to communicate better. We are making this available to the entire population. It's mainly used by high performance professionals. In many organizations, it's used for recruiting, so that you can really understand what your strengths are, where your opportunities for improvement are. So make full use of the opportunity to get to learn more about yourself, what's helping you, what's hurting you, to step up to the next level. You'll, of course, have the opportunity to go in much further depth should you choose to. And we are here at ActionINVEST to make sure that is a possibility for you. For anyone who hasn't yet secured their spot in the 2023 edition of the Who's Who, which you can also see behind me on the screen, I would encourage you listening to Selena, who's coming up, on the importance of being in the Who's Who, because there are many fantastic organizations, and I could even ask you, are you part of a fantastic organization? And if you're not and you are fantastic, maybe it's time to reach out to us to see how we can help you better align. But if you're part of a fantastic organization, you have to be careful that you don't continuously work on the supply side. So you add and you add and you add, and then you're running around looking for customers. The Who's Who allows many organizations to fix the demand side of things so that enough people know what you do, understand your organization, know what you can deliver, and they seek you out. And although we are distributing over 12,000 hard copies and putting those in the hands of foreign and local investors, businesses, organizations, we also online have tens of thousands of searches for businesses in Guyana on a monthly basis, and about 100 or so clicks every single day for people looking for businesses here in Guyana. I think the record right now is held by Amerijet, who in the past couple of months has been searched nearly 2,000 times on the Who's Who in Guyana Business Directory. So, if you want your company to benefit from that type of coverage, make sure that you get into the 2023 edition in Guyana. And we also have the 2023 edition that is kicking off in Suriname as well in November. And the Suriname edition will also be in English because it is the intention of the folks in Suriname to become part of a much larger global economy, and we know that the business economy does speak English. So, as usual, I'm Dr. Vishnu Doerga, very excited to get you a ton of information in our 45 minutes together. And let's kick it off with Ms. Selena Bacchus.
Selena Bacchus, the Marketing Officer here at ActionINVEST Caribbean Inc. I'm going to talk to you about the Who's Who in Guyana Business Directory, but first, I want to tell you that we had an exciting and thrilling time at the Agri-Investment Forum and Expo. We met with so many businesses, representatives, and actually quite a few who have already registered to be a part of the Who's Who in Guyana Business Directory. And I want to talk to you specifically today about the purpose, one of the key purposes of the Who's Who. Unlike the Expo, which was a networking event in a sense, businesses would have spoken to us about what it is that they do, who we should connect with, to do business with, and then that's what the Who's Who in Guyana Business Directory does for your business in your absence. It is distributed in Guyana, Trinidad, and Suriname, and the persons who connect with it, who are looking for particular products and services, they are going to learn about who you are, who they should connect with, what it is that you do, what you offer, and what you stand for as a brand. It's really autopilot. You don't need to be there. So we ensure that everything sits way into those places where there's a heavy concentration of businesses, where the investors would first approach to gain information about the local landscape, the business landscape, and who they should collaborate with, especially when getting involved here in Guyana to do business with. That's what the Who's Who in Guyana Business Directory does. One of its many purposes, but its primary goal is to market your company, showcase, illustrate your business in your absence. So think of it as an autopilot, for your business. A marketing tool that works extensively over time, whether it's in person, on our website, using the soft copy. We have ensured that the Who's Who in Guyana Business Directory is available on every single platform. So if it is that your target group prefers a physical copy, we've got it. If it is that they're tech savvy and they would like to hop on the internet and find your company, we've got the website for you. We made it really easy for your target audience to connect with you. So it's that ease of transaction that we're promoting. Be sure to contact me on 223-3355. We are quickly approaching our deadlines for new registrations, and then we'll move into the next phase where we ensure that everybody gets their fantastic graphics in, and then we move to publishing and launching. The company and time is moving quickly. It's slipping away each day. So be sure to contact me. My name is Selena, and I will walk you through the different packages we have available, and we will find one that is suitable to your growth appetite and, of course, your marketing budget. Take care. Thanks so much. And remember, be sure to catch your copy of the Who's Who in Guyana Business Directory. And now.
Welcome back, and there you see the who's who as well, all the way in Houston, Texas. And that's the goal as well, to make sure that all our Guyanese companies, or proactive Guyanese companies, really get featured all across the world and even locally as well. We have the Agri conference that just took place. The team was there for every single day, really enjoyed it. Next month in June, we actually have in Suriname the Suriname Energy Conference, which runs in the last week of June. And of course, the Who's Who in Guyana business and the Who's Who in Suriname business will be present at that particular event. So much is happening, and we want to make sure that Guyana and Guyanese businesses and companies that are able to operate in Guyana get the exposure that they require. We now move on to Ms. Rodlyn Semple, and this week she's talking to us about document information. So let's see what that's all about.
In this series, we will examine what is documented information and what are the requirements. Now, documented information is basically records and documents. These allow you to demonstrate that your quality management system is working effectively. If we look at the standards which were developed or adopted, let's say post 2012, we will find that the term documented procedure or documented control procedure or procedure for records have all been eliminated. It has now been replaced with the terminology documented information. Documented information can be maintained, and what this is saying is that it needs to be current. For example, when you're implementing your quality policy, it is required that you maintain it. Maintain it means that you have to review it, update it, make it available to your staff. When we talk about retain information or retain documented information, we're talking about the evidence of activities. So let's say in a production operation, we were monitoring the consistency of a particular parameter. Retain documented information basically means that we have a record to demonstrate that we conducted the various checks. In section 7.5 of the ISO 9001 standard, and we will find that similar structure would be relevant in other standards. It tells us that we need to control documented information. Controlling documented information means that we need to identify it. We need to have a number assigned to it. It must be reviewed, and it must be controlled. It must be accessible. It must be easily retrievable. Documented information enhances the performance of your quality management system and makes it accessible to anyone. For additional information on how you can apply documented information system within your organization, give us a call on telephone number 501-0110, or you can simply send an email at iso@actioninvest.org.
Avoid the stress of thermal breakdown, engine wear, and sludge buildup. Use Syntec lubricants. Manufactured for tropical climates and built for hard-working engines, Syntec has proven protection and performance. Tested, endorsed, approved, and used by Cummins, MAN, Mercedes, Volvo, Deutz, and Kamaz. Syntec lubricants work. Imported and distributed by Caribbean Motor Spares. Telephone 609-7621, 502-3171, and available at all stores nationwide. Get yours now. Syntec lubricants drives your journey.
Absolutely love that ad by Caribbean Motor Spares about the engine oil. And for those of you who haven't tested it out yet, I would encourage you to do so in your vehicle, of course. But when you think about engine oil in an engine, it is just like money in a business. Without money flowing in and through a business, very soon that business is not going to exist. It's going to seize up and it's going to end up in extinction. So why is this important? It is important that you as a business owner, you as an executive, you as someone working within an organization understands the value and the purpose of money and finance in an organization, so that instead of the money controlling you, by you having to keep running around looking for it, you actually control the finance in an organization. And to tell us more about that and what the opportunities for you are is Coach Prem. So let's listen in.
Hey there, it's Coach Prem here, and we are talking about Seminar Club. Our Seminar Club modules have reached to FinanceRICH. And FinanceRICH is such an important part in the Action Coach system. You see, it's at the foundational level. It's for every business, understand how money actually operates in our business and how important it is for us to measure it and understand the process of the inflows and how it outflows. All of us, we can be able to relate to how easily money can leave our pockets. It's such an important element for every business owner. So are you a business owner out there, or are you an aspiring team member who want to be able to educate yourself, who want to be able to understand a little bit more about finances and how it operates in a business so that someday you can be a business owner as well? So in our FinanceRICH training session, you'll be able to understand the importance of cash versus profit, understanding what is the cash gap, what's the cash gap all about, and how important it is and how it affects our businesses. You see, it's important that we understand how money flows in and out of our businesses. As we look to be able to develop our understanding about how businesses operate and the importance of money in our business, we must understand budgeting. And when you think about budgeting, you think about forecasting, you think about making a plan for the money. You see, the idea here is that every dollar has a purpose. So when you begin to think about every dollar has a purpose or has a mission, then we begin to be much more intentional of how we invest our monies and how we spend our money. You see, we want to be able to have our money work for us. You see, when you put a budget in place, it gives you more control. It helps you to understand where your money is going and put your money in places where it will work for you. So do you have a personal budget? And have you set up a budget for yourself? Yes, it's also understanding reporting. And when we talk about reporting, we talk about measuring. Now, we will set a budget in place, but how are you measuring it according to how it was spent? So when we begin to do our reporting, maybe our profit and loss statement, maybe our cash flow statement, and we begin to measure the actual money and where they are being spent or invested, then we can understand how important and if that money is working for us. So the two keys in money mastery is being able to understand how we can be able to forecast, which is budgeting, and also how we can be able to measure, which is the reporting side of it as well. In our workshop, you'll be able to understand how these terminologies can help you understand or facilitate your education. As you begin to work on developing your knowledge and your understanding about finances, you'll be exposed to terminologies such as KPIs, key performance indicators, and have these numbers set up in your business, how important it is for you to set up these numbers so that you can predict and then to be able to measure. So join us in our FinanceRICH seminar so that you can learn a little bit more about financing and how you can improve your skill set, your education, and how you do business in today's world. So book your session today. Join us on the 2nd of June And the 9th of June, our session is at 1 to 4 p.m. Call us at 223-5583. I'll see you then.
Come down to A. Ali & Sons Superstore for all the best deals. We have the latest DJ mixers, headphones, amplifiers, speakers, musical keyboards, drum sets, guitars, car DVD players, speaker boxes, video and audio cables in a wide variety, smart TVs in a wide range, refrigerators, freezers, stoves, washing machines, home audio, AC units, cookware, laptops, and lots more. So hurry down now for the best deals. A. Ali & Sons Superstore.
Welcome back to our weekly videos. I'm Gitanjali, the HR manager for NSB Omega, and today I'll be discussing the roles and requirements of a junior operations engineer. The main roles for this position are 1. Day-to-day onshore technical monitoring, direction, following the planning and technical support for production and process activities on board the units. 2. Manage continuous improvement and optimization of the business tool. 3. Visit the offshore unit on a regular basis and follow up on engineering activities. 4. Analyze technical and financial data to be able to propose improvements. And 5. Ensure implementation of optimization initiatives. The main requirements for this role are 1. A bachelor's degree in engineering. 2. Previous experience in a similar role will be considered an asset. And 3. Ability to analyze technical and financial data. Join us next week for another discussion on the vacancies we have and the roles and requirements of such. In the interim, please feel free to like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep updated with our latest vacancies. You can also contact us on 227-3370 for more information. Until next time, do stay safe. Goodbye.
We are one people with one destiny. Independence Day is a national holiday in the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. This holiday honors Guyana gaining its independence on May 26, 1966. Our beautiful land was discovered by Christopher Columbus. We have a vast culture in Guyana. Our people are divided into 6 ethnic groups. They are Europeans, Africans, East Indians, Amerindians, Portuguese, Chinese. Although our cultures are different, we live together in harmony. Just as our motto says, one people, one nation, one destiny. Guyana is real. I am African. I cook up and food.
The Armenians were the first people to come to Guyana. They came from Mongolia. They were hunters and fishermen. They came to Guyana with their skills of making fire and weapons of stone and bone.
They have named most of the rivers, example, the Cayuni River, Mazruni River, Piruni River, and waterfall. The Indians were the fifth ethnic group that came to Guyana. They made contributions such as food, like puri, curry, dal, and sweetmeats. Their clothing were sari and kurta.
I am representing the Africans. The Africans were brutally captured and sold as slaves in exchange for goods to the Europeans. Africans who came to the Caribbean, including Guyana, were taken from West Africa.
One of the reasons why the Europeans settled in Guyana was to provide a base which they could operate in the search for El Dorado.
Okay, so this is what you'd call a dolak, right? It has two heads, but one is smaller, one is bigger. The dolak skins can be made out of either lamb skin, goat skin, or camel skin. This is from North India and Pakistan.
My poem is entitled Plantation Pains. Cries, screams from children, dried mouth, thirsty and hungry, packed in horse carts like little herons, yanked from their parents, taken from one plantation to another. By C. Albert Andrew.
Many waters with 80% that's green. 276 plus waterfalls so unique. What holds it all together? It's your diversity. Our flora and fauna together. We are one people with one destiny. Together.
Since 1985 we've been around. Serving the nation is so much fun. Every customer's number one. A. Sons at Movie Town. More products, more variety. Spacious shopping and a helpful team. Website and delivery. We're so proud to be Guyanese.
A. Sons, always happy to serve you. Come visit our new location at Movie Town as we bring you a premium shopping experience and a bigger product line to meet your everyday needs.
Tired of battery problems? Frustrate yourself no more. Reward your vehicle with power, innovation, and style with its sealed, maintenance-free calcium alloy plates, advanced technological build, and rigid testing processes. Platinum Batteries delivers every time. Get 2 years warranty and fast after-sales services. Available at all auto retailing stores countrywide. Imported and distributed by Caribbean Motor Spares. 174 Zluck Public Road, East Bank, Essequibo. Telephone 609-7621, 502-3171.
Welcome back, and there you were also able to see what happened at Camille's Academy for the Independence celebration, and it's really good to see the level of engagement and education that kids are receiving at Camille's Academy. So if you have young ones that you want to have that same experience with, feel free to visit the team at Camille's Academy. Some of these youngsters will actually grow up to be entrepreneurs. And I would strongly encourage each and every one of you, even if you're not so young anymore, and you are thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, to get the education required to be an entrepreneur. Imagine if the highest level of education I got was CXE, and I just finished CXE. I maybe visited a few medical doctors here and there. I was a patient as well. I went to doctors, I went to hospitals, and I liked it so much for whatever reason. And I decided to make a little signboard that says, Vishnu Doerga, medical doctor. And I put it outside of my building, and you come to see me and you realize that I have no education around being a doctor. How confident would you be? Would you ever come back? You know, how much time do medical doctors, lawyers, accountants, how many years do they need to study in order for them to actually practice and perform in their field? Anywhere from 2 to 10 years and more. And in many of these fields, they need continuing professional education. Now, think about what happens with businesses. Many people who start businesses didn't actually get educated in how to run a business. They visit a business here, visit another there. Maybe they don't like something, maybe they like something, and they jump into it. And this is one of the main reasons why 80% of businesses fail within the first 5 years, a lack of business education. So to help us through that, we have Coach Keon, who's going to be talking a bit about entrepreneurship. And then we have one of my own coaches, Peter Bolka, out of the UK, who'll be talking to us about that continuous support, that continuous coaching that any business owner requires to be successful. So let's listen in to Coach Keon and then Coach Peter Bolka.
Thank you very much, Dr. Doerga, and hi, everyone. It's great to see you all back on another episode of our television show as we continue to share with you on our learning management system. For this episode, we are going to be diving into a topic area that is so relevant and is being echoed on so many different platforms, and that is entrepreneurship. So have you ever stopped and think about owning your own business, being your own boss, controlling your own money? Have an idea that you're so passionate about, but you just may not know how to get it off the ground? Then this is the training for you. Our entrepreneurship training will help you to develop skills that are critical and necessary for you to work on achieving those dreams that you have. We do understand that very often we're taught and we're trained to go to school, finish your education, and just get a job. While that is fantastic, and I'm an advocate for education, it is also important for us to encourage persons who have those dreams of becoming an entrepreneur to pursue them. While some may say it is extremely risky, it is true, but also it is very rewarding. And there are different ways that you can utilize to make sure that you understand what you're getting yourself into. From creating that business plan to understanding what are your strengths and your opportunities for improvement, to know who your persons are in your particular industry that may be considered as your competition. Those are all different elements that you can learn in this program that can help you to enhance your probability of being successful. There are several different objectives that this workshop will achieve during its delivery, from helping you to understand the basics of starting a business to creating and developing a sound business plan, and also how you may be able to access financing from the business. Note how to access, not you're going to be getting financing. Depending on the nature of your business, the size of your business idea and your dream, how do you attract and hire the right people for your team? And it's all well to start a business, but it's also very important to start thinking about how do you grow this business venture that you have started. So apart from those objectives, we will cover several different topic areas, from deciding, first of all, what type of business to get into, making sure that your business actually makes sense on paper, to looking at your market competition, looking at accessing finance for your business, creating that all-important business plan that really provides a blueprint or a guide when it comes to achieving your business goals, looking at how the business can actually grow. So these are just a few of the topics that we'll be covering throughout this particular course. And if you are at home sitting down thinking that this is something that you want to do, you've been thinking about it, you have that fantastic business idea, then this is the course you want to find yourself a part of so that you can determine if entrepreneurship is right for you. Some of us are skilled in our particular work areas. Some of us are risk takers. Some of us are entrepreneurs and business owners. Think about who you are. Think about your passion. Think about your idea and align yourself with this course that can be beneficial to helping you launch that business idea. Want to learn more about this course? Please feel free to give us a call on 223-5583, or you can just take out your phones, go to your camera, point it to the screen, and scan our QR code, which will take you straight to our website that you can be able to peruse that course a bit more so that you can continue on your path of learning. Dr. Doerga?
Hi there, it's Peter here, and welcome back to today's episode of The Transition Guy, where we're going to be looking at what is coaching. So very often when I see and meet business owners for the first time, they often ask me, well, what is this coaching thing? Or, well, I know it all, I don't need coaching. So I want to draw a few parallels between coaching in personal training and coaching in business. So let's take personal trainers. If I say to you, people with a personal trainer, what images does that conjure up? For quite a lot of people, a personal trainer is quite an exclusive thing. To have a personal trainer, you've got to have money, you've got to be highly successful, you've got to be fairly fit, driven, and know what you want. Well, how is that any different to you as a business owner? Very often people get confused between coaching and consulting. So let me help you draw the line here. A consultant comes into your business and does the work for you. The coach will teach you, mentor you, help train you to do it for yourself. Now you're thinking, hold on, why am I paying you not to do it for me? Let me clarify that for you. Imagine going to the gym. They say, hi Peter, how you doing? Take a seat. Today we are going to be lifting dumbbells. We're going to be doing 30 kg dumbbells. We're going to be doing whatever, dumbbell curls or whatever. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. You have a seat, Peter. Have a drink. I'm going to pick up the dumbbells for you. So I'm going to do the 30 reps for you. How would that work? Would you ever get fitter as a person? Absolutely not. Would you be paying the personal trainer to get fitter? Absolutely. And very often when consultants come into the business, it doesn't work because they do all the work, the business owner doesn't, they make all the changes. As soon as a consultant's taken out, guess what? Over a period of time, that business always reverts back to the single lowest common denominator, which very often is the leadership in the business, which is you. So as a coach, it's all about you learning. It's about getting the best out of you and developing you. If you don't grow and develop, you will be the person holding back the business. Now, a lot of you are saying, that's me. Absolutely. Now you need to do something about it. So you may be thinking, is a coach right for me? Can I afford one? Is it the right time? Well, absolutely. Coaches are there for everybody. And even the most successful people out there, Steve Jobs had a coach. Larry Ellison's got a coach. All the successful people out there have got a coach. And you know what? In the beginning, they started like you. You just now need to decide what is the right coach for you. Is it a coach that's going to give you confidence? Is it a coach that's going to help educate you? For a lot of people, they need an accountability coach. As a business owner, you're very much at the top of the food chain. You are your own boss. You answer to nobody. When you're working in a corporate, you've always got somebody pushing you. When you've got your own business, you're reliant on yourself. Now, some people have an extreme amount of self-discipline and they can push themselves. I hate to break it to you, the majority do not. The kind of coaching I tend to do with my clients is accountability coaching. I tend to push them in working on the areas of the business they know they must focus on. They have just been too ill-disciplined and proactively avoiding. Think about it from a personal training point of view. How often do you see people in the gym and they just work their upper body because they want to look good in the suit, they want to look good on the beach, they want to look good in the picture, and they think that by having sort of big chest and big arms, that's a brilliant look, which it is, providing you also do your legs. You're also doing the lunges, the leg weights, so that everything's in proportion. Imagine that, a really nice upper body, really skinny chicken legs. Horrible look. That's how most people build their businesses. They'll build their business working on the areas that they're really strong at, that they enjoy, and the areas that they don't quite enjoy, they proactively avoid, they don't work on. And as an accountability coach, you've got to work on it all. If you're a business owner and you can relate to what I've covered today, head over to Borka.com and get in touch.
Thank you very much to Coach Keon talking to us about entrepreneurship, and of course to Coach Peter as well, making sure that you understand what business coaching is all about. A business coach will push you, hold you accountable, make sure that you get fitter and better, because when you get better, every single thing around you, every single one around you gets better as well. Some quick reminders: make sure that you benefit from getting your own disc assessment by typing in the link below into your browser so that you can learn more about yourself. It's one way in which we can really help many, many more people to get to that level of awareness about what their strengths are, where their areas of opportunities are. Encourage you to make full use of this opportunity whilst it's there. And then also for any business owner who's not yet into the who's who, we only have a few spots remaining. Very soon we'll stop talking about the who's who because then we start production and head into the launch. So make sure that you get your company featured so that you can also benefit from massive growth. We love it. I'm sure you would as well. And then finally, for those of you who really love using the Venture app and benefiting from the various programs through the Sherry Blair Foundation, those of you who've heard about it, you will soon get the opportunity to benefit from all that the Sherry Blair Foundation provides, that we deliver here on their behalf in Guyana, and that is supported by the ExxonMobil Foundation. So until next week, I've been Dr. Vishnu Doerga, serving you again with education and opportunities in this show. And I look forward to you serving yourself as well with the opportunities to grow yourself and impact those around you very positively. Until next week.